Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Clarified Solutions' 4th weekly live. This week we have a really exciting topic that is inspired by you. So this week I posted 2 polls, one of which was, what inspires you? And another question was, if you could describe the last 2 weeks or month in a word, what would it be? So I'm very pleased to see that several people have thought deeply about this and offered some really interesting insights into how they would describe their last few weeks and month, and their answers are very telling. So thank you so much to Success on Purpose that said the last few weeks and months for them have been inspirational, and to 𝙤𝙤𝙧𝙣𝙪, who has said that the last month and weeks have been all about love. So I thought, what are some tangents and what are some connections between these 2 words in the context of both business and personal life, and in the context of what we do here with Clarified Solutions and the consulting that we offer our clients. So I gave some thought to it this afternoon and I've come up with the following. So what I thought were the core connectors between these 2 words is actually motivation and the psychology of motivation and how this spurs us into action to achieve different outcomes that we hope for. So there was a fantastic phrase which I've come across in my research for clients in the past, and this is, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. Just pause for a moment to think about that statement made by Henry Ford in the late 20th century. So whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. So much of what is determined and so much of what you believe to be possible comes from your mind. So this is basically inspiration and love having in common the connection of basically having an exchange of energy through action and thought, and then spurring someone into motivated action. So whilst I'm speaking, how about you consider what are some areas of your life where you feel inspired and you feel really passionate, but unsure of the steps to achieving this? One thing that Clarified Solutions aims to offer every single client is great value in finding clarity in these issues, business strategy issues, or whether maybe it's applying for grants, as has been the focus of a presentation this week. I'm able to work out systematic and bespoke options for you so you can achieve these goals. And you can work closer towards achieving things that bring you inspiration and give you a great sense of passion or love. So one of these psychologies of motivation, and one that's actually very well known, is by a man called Abraham Maslow. And in 1943, Abraham Maslow, a psychologist, released a paper called A Theory of Human Motivations. In this groundbreaking paper, what he suggested is there's actually a pyramid of human needs. And in order for the apex of the pyramid to be met, the other needs must be accounted for. So it's almost a staged process. Once one has been achieved, it will have a flow-on effect for the next and the next. So the first layer at the bottom of this pyramid is the physiological needs. The shelter, water, food, and so forth. The next layer above this is safety and self-protection. So your physical surroundings, psychological sense of safety as well with the people that you associate with and the relationships which you're in. Then the next is affiliation and belonging. So as human beings, a sense of belonging is absolutely pivotal to our sense of security within ourselves, a sense of continuity, which we take from day to day, knowing that we can check in with familiar people, familiar ideas, and enjoy their company. And the 4th strata is status and self-esteem. So these are basically the end products of action having already been taken. And the final strata, right at the apex, the smallest of all these particular needs to be fulfilled, is self-actualization. Now, I would say that inspiration and love are most deeply and consciously received and understood at this particular stage within this theory. So self-actualization, if that's not a term you're familiar with, basically what this means is you are achieving the highest peak of success, of self-realization, of understanding, of performance. And this, of course, is individually dictated for every single person. So, you know, for some people, for example, self-actualization may mean having all of their needs met, as well as being able to care for those loved ones around them who, you know, have a special place in their life. Self-actualization is something which is forever in a state of flow and change. So this matures as we move through different stages of our life, and is something that certainly we deepen our understanding of as we deepen our understanding of ourselves. So I really appreciate the input that Clarified Solutions audience have given me this week for the themes of inspiration and love. And as I said, the core connector being the psychology of motivation and how that sparks that action and leads towards the self-actualization. So this coming week, I've actually got an encore presentation. The presentation this week that I ran as a guest speaker with Success on Purpose was so popular that it sold out, which was fantastic to see so many people eager and ready to learn about grant research and writing. So on Wednesday, the 3rd of June at 6:30, there's going to be a free presentation again of the grant research and writing. So I invite you to join me on Wednesday evening. The details can be found in the events links on my Clarified Solutions page. If you have any questions about this in the meantime, I would absolutely be delighted to speak with you. Feel free to contact me. My contact details are all in the information section of this page. And in the meantime, have a wonderful week. I hope filled with inspiration and love. And I look forward to speaking with you all very soon. Thank you. Bye.